Good morning, students. This is Prashant sir. How are you, children? I hope all are fine. Children, in the last class we have discussed part 2 of the second lesson, rain and rivers. Rain and rivers. In the previous class we have discussed what is the main source of rain, what is the main source of water, and rain flowing, rain falling, what is evaporation, what is precipitation, condensation, and all we have learned in the previous classes. Say yes or no, children? Yes. And in the last class we have started our part 2 of the second lesson, rain and rivers. Understand, children? In this lesson we have to discuss about the flow of rivers and types of rivers and formation of a stream into a big river. Formation of a stream into a broad river. And rivers of Telangana. Rivers of Telangana. We have discussed all these topics in the last class. Understand, children? Let us start the topic. Today's topic. Yes, listen carefully, children, and write down the main points in the notes and underline those hard words in your textbook. Okay, children? Let us start the lesson. Yes. Yes, see, children, in the last class we have discussed the flow of rivers and transformation of a stream into a broad river. See, children, flow of river. Flow of river. What happens to the water that falls on the earth? You know that after falling the rain, what happens? Which water falls on the earth? See, some of the water it percolates into the soil, and some flows on the surface of the land, and the rest becomes the water vapor and mixes with the air. Understand, children? Yes. After rain falling, some of the water flowing on the surface of land, and some of the water it becomes water vapor. What is water vapor? Water changes into the vapor, means the small droplets and mixed with the air. It is called evaporation. It is called evaporation. And some of the water it will be slowly percolates, means it will be slowly goes down into underground of the earth. Underground of the earth means it will be the soil mixed with the soil. Slowly it will be mixed with the soil. It is called percolates. We will discuss the water which percolates into the ground in the next chapter. Understand, children? Yes. And what is a river? What is a river? Have you seen rainwater flowing on the small streamlets and the sloping land? You know that you have learned in the last class. See, children, the mountains have the slopes. Yes. When it rains, the rain falling on mountains, see, the water flows on the mountain slopes. It will be cut the surface of the mountains and made small streams. Understand, children? Small streams. Small streams. See, water flows into the streams from the mountain slopes during the rainy season. In the rainy season, the water flows on the mountains on small streams. These streams are dry up after some time. But when it rains again, the rainwater will be flow through the same channels, and it will be cut the channels on the mountains. Understand, children? Yes, when it rains again, water flow down the same channels. In this way, the river courses and river valleys are formed. River courses and river valleys are formed. See, for example, here two mountains there. The water will be flows into the same, and it will be flow down like this. You know that a place where it is two mountains, in the middle of the two mountains it is called valleys. You know that. Understand, children? Like that. vala is formed. The process is shown in the figure number 2.3. Children, you observe the figure number 2.3 children. Understand children? Yes, figure number 2.3. You should observe the figure number 2.3. When it rains, the rainwater is flow on the down the same channels. Like the same channel, the water will be flow down. In this way, the river courses and river valleys like this are formed. This process here are shown in this figure. Understand children? Yes. See, next transformation of a stream into a broad river. Transformation of a stream into a broad river. Understand children? Yes. You know that many streams means many streams are joining into a small into one or two small streams, means one or two small rivers, means these are called tributaries. These are called tributaries, means understand children, many streams are joining to a small river. These are called tributaries. Yes, these tributaries are joining into a big river. Big river. These are called tributaries. Understand children? It becomes a broad and bigger river. It becomes a broad and bigger river. Understand children? As its source, a river usually starts in the form of a thin stream. As it flow further, it gets bigger and broader. This happens because many small streams are joined. It has the stream flows. Understand children? Yes. Small rivers or streams which join a large river are called tributaries. Like for example, the Godavari river has the Pranahita. Understand children? The Pranahita. And the like the Krishna river has Dindi and Manjira. Like that rivers are called tributaries of the main rivers. Understand children? Yes. As the river become bigger and broader, when it gets slower, it start depositing the silt and sand and carried on the beds of the river and it banks, and it will be deposited in the near the banks of the river, and it will be formation of plain. It will be forming plains. Understand children? Yes. The next topic, see children, rivers of Telangana. Already we have discussed. There are mainly two rivers. One is Krishna river and another one is Godavari river. Krishna river and Godavari river, it will be starts from the western Ghats, which receives heavy rainfall due to the southwest monsoon winds, and it will be flow through these eastern Ghats, and after that finally it enters into the Andhra Pradesh, and after that it will be fall into the Bay of Bengal. Says or no, rivers of Telangana. And here some of the small rivers, here they are given Pranahita. These are the tributary of the Godavari river. Understand children? Manjira and Musi, Dindi and Peddavagu, Tungabhadra. These are the tributaries of the Krishna river. Understand children? These are the tributaries of Krishna river. Yes, see, these are the main rivers in Telangana. These are flows from the western Ghats to eastern Ghats. Western Ghats to eastern Ghats. These are called peninsular rivers. Understand children? The rivers are two types. One are perennial rivers, which are flows from the northern mountains. You know the examples of the perennial rivers. Already we learned in the last class. Perennial rivers are flows throughout the year. Means the water, it becomes the melting snow of the Himalayas. Examples Ganga and Brahmaputra. These are the perennial rivers. Understand children? And the Krishna river, Godavari river, these are the peninsular river or seasonal rivers. Understand children? In this river, the river water will be dry up in the summer season. You know that. Understand children? Yes, rivers of Telangana is over. And next topic is, see here they are given one activity. Do children this activity by using map. They are given in the textbook. marks only the major rivers of Telangana state, and take note that some parts of river Krishna from border to the southern side and Godavari forms the border to the north eastern side. Make a list of the important streams in your district. Suppose your district is near to the Godavari river. Godavari river is a main river. Understand children? Godavari river is a main river and Pranahita river is a tributary, means a small river. Pranahita river will be joining into the big river, means the Godavari river. Like that, and Krishna river is here near river, surrounding river. Understand children? Dindi are Tungabhadra rivers are tributaries of the Krishna river. Like that, here you make the list of the important streams in your area and with which are the big rivers. It will be joining into all the small rivers. Mark whether the stream in your district's flows round the year or only during the rainy season. You observe that streams which are flows only in the rainy season are some of the streams it will be flows throughout the year. You fill it better. Districts, name of the streams and joins the river. Understand children? Yes. Next topic is flood plain and floods. Flood plain and floods. Flood plains and floods. Children, before starting the topic, we have to know about flood. About floods. About floods. Children, once you think already you know about floods, before that we have to know about the flood. What is a flood? Children, tell me. And how to form the flood plains. You know children one thing. Yes, if the rain falling is very high in the rainy season, some areas are very near to the seas and some areas receives very heavy rainfall. Understand children? Non-stoply it rains. What happened? The rainwater is flowing very highly, means overflowing. Overflowing the water in the rivers. In the rivers and ponds, non-stop raining. Suddenly rising water in the rivers and ponds. What happened? This water came to the neighborhoods like village, roads, houses. The water came to our houses and all happened. What happened? Our agriculture fields are damaged with the water. Understand children? This water is flowing, overflowing of the water. Suddenly overflowing of the water. Understand children? A river does not contain the same amount of water all year round. Understand children? While the river is full during the rainy season, it usually sinks during the rainy season, dry season. Look at the figure 2.4 and 2.5. You can see that the river through is very wide and it has high banks. These rivers flow in a small streams amidst them. You will notice that there are no trees here. This is because every year when it rains heavily, this valley is filled with water, allowing the permanent trees or plants to grow here. This treeless bed is called the flood plain. The treeless bed is called flood plain of the river. All the major rivers have their flood plains. Understand children? Yes, a river does not contain the same amount of water all year around. You know that. Understand children? While the rivers full during the rainy season because the rainwater are flowing into the rivers. Understand children? Yes. When it's overflowing of the rivers, that water came to the lands, like the water came to the banks of the river and it will be reaches the villages. that are called, it will be causes many damages like of the people. Understand, severe damages like people and buildings will be damages and agriculture lands will be damages. Understand children? These are called flood. Understand children? It will be not the river water. In the river, the water is not same every year. It will be changing. Some year it causes very high rainfall. Some year it causes very rainfall, less rainfall. Understand children? Yes. Look at the figure number 2.4 and 2.5. Here they are given. See the figure number 2.5 and 2.5. The textbook page number. See next page. See children, floodplains and floods. Floodplains and floods. Understand children? Yes. See floodplain. How to causes the floodplain? Always the water came to the land. Always water came to here, and all the sand and gravel will be staying here, means depositing here. It will be formed plains. Understand children? It will be formed plains like that. Understand children? Yes. And there is no plants. It is not, there is no permanent trees grow on these floodplains, because always when it rains heavily, this valley is filled with water, always filled with water, and there is not allowed to the permanent trees and plants. Understand children? Yes. This is called a river floodplain. Understand children? Yes. You must have heard during the rainy season some parts of the country gets flooded due to excess rainfall. Due to excess rainfall. You have read about floods occurring in the rivers like Krishna, Godavari and Brahmaputra or the Ganga. And you know that in the recently in our neighboring state, which Andhra Pradesh gets floods in the 2014, that is cyclones from Bay of Bengal, Hudud Tufan. You know that all the severe damage happened in that Visakhapatnam, and also our Kerala state. You know that Kerala states are receiving major floods in the 2018 August. Understand children? Yes. You must have heard that during the rainy season, some parts of the country gets flooded due to the excess rainfall. Means heavy rainfall, some parts of our country receiving the floods. Understand? Occurring the floods. Understand children? How to prevent these floods? You know? Because vegetation. Vegetation is very useful to prevent the floods. Prevent the floods. Understand children? And we have to learn more about the floods and how to prevent the floods. We have to discuss in the next class. I hope you understand children. Write down the main points in your text notebooks and underline those hard words in the textbook. Take care. Bye.